This career quick tip is all about references. I'm Bree, psychologist and career coach and owner of Flourish Careers and Coaching. I'm often surprised by how little effort people put into references, particularly people who are actively job seeking. References are a really important part of the job seeking process. They're usually involved in any job seeking process, regardless of how big or how small it is. They're often done right at the end, which means that if your references are being checked, it means that you're probably in with a pretty good shot. So why wouldn't you put some effort into it? I guess some people think that because it's a process between the employer and the reference, it's nothing to do with them. But in fact, there's plenty that you can do to influence how effective your references are going to be. So let's start with the idea that virtually all references are verbal. Written references really don't exist anymore. It's important to understand and think about the fact that your references are verbal, because that's going to help highlight how a bit of effort and a bit of planning can make sure that you get the most effective reference possible. So let's think about a scenario where an employer is calling for references and they ask the question, would you hire this person again? Let's think about 3 different responses and what they're actually communicating. So the first person answers, yeah. The second person answers, yeah. And then the third person answers, yeah. It's the same word, but there's a world of difference in terms of what's being communicated. Because what I think we all know is that words only constitute a really small part of the information that's being conveyed. The rest of it is coming through tone, and when we're in person with somebody, it's coming through body language. Let's think about another scenario that can trip us up with references. So somebody calls your reference, lets them know that they're calling about you and that you're applying for a team leader job. And this is how your reference responds. Mary. Oh, Mary Smith. Yeah. Oh, a team leader role. Really? Wow. Okay. I mean, what is that reference, just communicated about you? I mean, apart from laying the seeds of lots of doubts about your competency as a team leader, they've also shown loud and clear your lack of organisation and professionalism. So when you are getting ready to use your references, there's 2 key things to think about: care and courtesy. So the first one is care. Take care in who you choose. If you haven't spoken to your references for a while, you definitely want to get back in contact with them. And don't just ask if they can be a reference for you. Be specific. Ask something like, can you speak positively about me as a reference? If they sound at all reluctant or hesitant, think twice about using them. If that is all the motive, or if that's all the enthusiasm that they can muster for you, imagine how they're going to sound to the employer. Take care also to check details, because at the end of the day, if a phone number or some contact information is wrong, it's going to reflect badly on you. You also want to take care to keep your references in the loop. Once you've applied for a job and they've been put down as a reference, let them know. You can email them the job ad and your application and let them know that that's been done. Not only will it make sure that they're not going to be taken by surprise, hopefully it's also going to give them an opportunity to think about you, remember all your fantastic skills and experience, and be ready to talk about you in a way that's confident and is really going to sell you. References, you also want to think about courtesy. Thank your references. They've taken time out of their busy day to do this for you. So let them know. Professionalism and courtesy never goes astray anywhere in life, but particularly in the job seeking process. If you would like to talk to me about your references or about any career or employment services and support that I can provide you, please find me at my website, flourishcareers.com.au.